Oh man. Hey guys, real quick. The beginning of this episode, I was a dumbass and I did not hit record on the actual laptop. So the first like 20 to 25 minutes or so is like just camera, like audio from the camera. Sorry about that. We're gonna do better next time. I'll double check and shit like that. So just be aware that the first little bit is sounds terrible, and then it gets better. Other than that, if you want to follow us at on Twitter at Clumsy Walrus, we'd appreciate it. Other than what was I going to say? Oh, that's right. This is the first time we actually did like a video recording. All the other ones are on audio and will be released like on SoundCloud and shit like that. And I'm trying to get us on iTunes. So just so you know, trying to think if there's anything else I need to bring up. I don't think so. So this is a fun episode. It got a little deep. Some personal shit happened to Chadwick. So we go into that a little bit. So it's not really that much of a funny episode. But please enjoy. Leave comments down below and whatnot, and we'll respond. And if you like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button because we're going to release these every week. So thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and enjoy the Clumsy Walrus Show number something. All right, bye. Are you on that mic?
I think so. I don't know. Did I break some?
Oh, I had the main mix down.
That's what I was about to say. Oh yeah, this sounds way better now. Yeah,
it sounded a little louder.
God, dude, I thought you went to school for this, bro. Like, what's going on, man?
I changed this mic up, like instead of being below, like yours is, I did it up high. It doesn't like raise anymore.
All right.
So I should probably put shit. All right. Well, actually, that feels really good.
Oh,
actually, yeah. I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
It's not fucking bouncing up.
I'm glad we're starting this off real happy because I feel like we're gonna be like super depressed as we start talking. And there's gonna be a lot of tears and
no, dude. We're probably gonna get pretty depressing or whatever.
Yeah.
It's whatever.
Yeah.
What do you think about this band?
No, like they're good. They remind me of Hollister. Remind me of.
That's so weird because it's kind of like a poppy, like psychedelic kind of band.
Well, Hollister played a lot of different types of music, right? And actually, it was one of my favorite jobs I had. I would actually went early in the morning at like 7 o'clock.
Oh,
before the store even opened, because the store would open at 9. And I would like sweep and and I would like clean the store, make sure dust and stuff like that. And I was in charge of the music because I was one of the only ones there. It was like me and one of my bosses. She was like some 22-year-old, little Hollister, like, surfer chick that was really cute and everything. It was a really straight job, dude, I had a girlfriend at the time, so I didn't get to take full advantage of it.
Who actually gets to take full advantage of a cute chick when you start at a new place?
That's true.
You know what I mean?
That's true, yeah.
Like, nobody does.
Yeah. But it was cool, man. Like, I used to pick all the music, and, like, I still like some of the music today that I have on my iPod from just finding out about Hollister. Like, some of the bands you might know, because they're kind of, like,
Well, you get to, like find out about new shit.
Exactly,
and you,
it's
listen
cool.
To new stuff.
Yeah.
Alright, let's cut this shit out. Alright, that music's done. That was Demira. I think that's how you say it. That was the track Music from the album Music from 2007.
2007.
If anybody's watching on Facebook, hello.
We got one watch. Hello, and there's a reply. It looks like some guy.
We can't. If you say anything, I can't read it from here. I mean, I could probably get on. Actual Facebook and see if anything's happening. But
Courtney YOU. Now John Mayer. I don't know if I'm reading that right.
John Mayer.
I've been drinking.
Yeah, John Mayer is fucking on.
John Mayer's following here. John somebody. That's Mayhem Mayer. The Mayfield.
Okay, well...
Do you know what I'm talking about, just from that description? Or?
No,
Well,
I have no idea. I'm not going to look at it.
Okay.
Like, I'm really not.
Yeah, we got to stay professional. I'm sorry.
If you do have any, like, if you want to comment or anything like that, go for it. Like, talk to each other. I don't expect anybody to fucking actually watch this, so don't, like, worry about that.
It's going to be really good, though.
No, it is gonna be. It is gonna be good, and this episode might get a little deep.
A little deep.
I actually do have a actual camera recording this, like right above where this is. So, like, if you want to come back and actually see like a high definition type with high quality audio, because all of this shit is being recorded with high quality audio. So, like, if you want to come back. I'll put some links and shit like that. We're gonna put this all the shit on YouTube. I'm in the process of getting us on iTunes. Other than that, I don't give I don't care about, like, if the stream wants to watch it, the stream wants to watch it. If not, I don't care.
Yeah.
We have a little bit more pressing stuff to talk about, a little more serious stuff to talk about. But before we get to that, I want to welcome everybody that's either listening to this or watching this to the Clumsy Walrus show. He does the fucking thing.
Still?
This is a show where once a week, one of my best friends, Chad, and I get together and we talk about pop culture. We talk about, like, stuff that we've maybe seen in the last week. We talk about movies. We talk about TV shows. We talk about
Green sunglasses.
Green sunglasses. We do not talk about comics because I don't read comics. I don't know if you read comics. I don't think you read comics. So if you're here,
I read some comics.
You do read some comics. Maybe we'll work in some kind of.
You need to catch it when you're reading the comics.
I'm a visual learner. I don't give a fuck about anything else. Other than that, not sometimes. Most of the time, it turns into a personal conversation where we talk about politics or we talk about social issues or any kind of shit like that.
You never know. We're like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Exactly. Like, we pretty much just talk about whatever's on our minds, and we sit down for anywhere from an hour to a couple hours. I think we've done close to 3 before. We just talk about what's on our minds, and, like, we have a conversation, and wherever the conversation may go, where it meanders from movies to music to life to politics to depression to any kind of like that, any kind of things like that. So if you're joining us right now on whatever the fuck this Facebook, if you're joining us right now, cool, thanks. Maybe.
Speaking of Facebook, our sponsor this week is actually going to be sponsored by Congress.
Yeah, we're totally sponsored by Congress. I appreciate it. No, we're not.
We're going to have, like, hitmen come to our doors now because we said that.
Yeah,
we should make fun
some
of
fucking bullshit's going to happen. Other than that, we pretty much, like, sit down and have a conversation once a week. It's an excuse for the two of us to get together and talk. Excuse me. While still, like, making content. We're recording this on an actual video camera for the first time. We'll see how that goes. I don't know if I'm going to have to cut anything out or not. And then we also went on live on... did I go live on Instagram or Facebook?
Facebook.
Facebook, phone's plugged in. Put your shit, your questions or anything like that, comments. I don't doubt anybody's going to watch this anyway. Other than that,
You having trouble to segue into this conversation?
Yeah. I'm kind of avoiding the
conversation.
conversation.
Okay. I'll go and start. I just kind of, like, this is no bullshit. I just got a call from some relatives. I actually had a cousin who just died. So yeah, it's not a joke. He really died. I'm not sure the content was. Literally right before we were ready to start the podcast, one of my cousins that pretty close with. I mean, not super close, but still, like, close. He lives in another state, so I don't get to see him as much. Has passed away. I got a call from my dad and his girlfriend first, and I was doing something else, and I got a text, and then I called my brother. Was talking to him about it, and so yeah, that happened. Like, I don't really know.
I'm sorry, dude.
No, it's cool. I mean, like, so Dylan was
really
like, hey,
shitty.
should we keep going? And I was like, dude, definitely. I want to, especially remember some of him and just to live life and doing this, enjoying having conversation, being alive and breathing air. I feel like it would be disrespectful not to do the podcast today. So that's why I felt, you know what I'm saying? So we're doing it. Yeah.
I mean, you do have another day above ground.
Exactly. Absolutely. Yeah. I woke up until the sun this morning. So amen to that.
You got out of bed this morning. You did some shit. You got like you told me when we talked on the phone earlier. You said like you were selling some shit and you were doing what you're doing.
Well, like, I to get kind of depressing again, like, I even said I slept in the day, and I was, like, thinking, like, I usually don't sleep in. It's kind of funny I slept in the day of all day, is that, because I've been trying to, like, I've been watching a lot of Gary Vee. You know, what is his name? His last name? So,
Gary Vaynerchuk.
Gary Vaynerchuk. And he just talks about how much, like, about being lazy and wasting time and making no excuses to go balls to the wall to make your dreams become dreams. I'm
Make your dreams come true?
Yeah, make your dreams come true, yeah. That was a Shia Buff joke, but anyway, so I slept in the day till lunchtime, and I was kind of like, oh man, I'm bummed.
It's not that big of a deal.
It's not a big deal because I've been trying to get up. You know, for those who know me, I used to sleep till like 2 or 3, 5 o'clock a day, so you can just waste all day sleeping. And I love sleep, but
you can sleep whenever you want to.
I know, and sometimes you have to because I feel like it's good to relax and enjoy. If you enjoy doing it, do what makes you happy. But at the same time,
real quick though, for those listening and for those if anybody's watching, like he's not being lazy. Like he's spending like the last few weeks making a movie.
Dude, yeah, like, and I'm trying to, like,
on a fucking he spent the last few weeks making a movie on a cell phone. And from the footage I've seen, it's actually pretty dope.
I appreciate that, man. And I've been really trying to get the balls to the wall, man. Like, just get up early, do something, fold clothes, listen to some music, cook breakfast, you know, go outside and, you know, smoke a joint, enjoy live your life, man. Don't waste it watching fucking escaping from reality and watching fucking Netflix and YouTube and stuff. And, you know, and it's okay to do that sometimes, don't get me wrong. Like, sometimes you have to escape and you have to just kind of just zombie it out one day or two a week, but you shouldn't do that all week.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, and then you go out and do, like,
talk to people. Dude, you're killing. The footage that I've seen, like, you got an eye to you. You're cool. Making like interesting shots.
Well, I appreciate it.
You're telling an interesting story. Like, this should do bangbusters.
Yeah.
On YouTube at least.
Exactly. I don't know if I want to. I'll segue back into the whole death thing, but like you said, we're starting to pause. I actually got a way how I want to end it. Sort of. I don't want to give it away, but
do you want to give it away like live?
Well, I don't think anybody like I don't know how many people are watching. But I feel like we're by the time we release this,
nobody's watching.
By the time we release this, unless we just kill it, and this is really good, I feel like hopefully the film will already be out. But I'm gonna shave my beard and shave my head for the first time ever. So I want to reshoot.
Are you going like all the way back here?
Oh yeah, like I want to. Because when you've seen the film, you know how I filmed it starting off, like the gloves on and all the abusive. The movie's about a a nihilist contract killer who doesn't care about life, and so I want to reshoot all those same scenes, but from a more like visual, happy point of view. Like instead of me having the gloves on, I have like a wedding ring on. Because in my character, actually, in the dialogue, I want to put he was married twice, divorced once, and that's the only thing. But and then instead of like alcohol or pill bottles, it's gonna be like flowers and like coffee, and then like and so the last scene is gonna be me going in, and I'm gonna instead of like I have like a collared shirt button up and some nice pants, I'm gonna have like some shorts, like khaki shorts, and like some crazy like some shirt like this or something real funny.
Okay.
The kind of like I've changed.
Not those pants though.
No, not the pants. And then like I'm gonna shave my whole beard off and shave my whole head. That even my face has physically changed to show change in the character. And the last shot I want like as I'm driving to look over and pan out, and the gun's still gonna be in the passenger side. So I've changed, but I'm still gonna get revenge. What do you like? You like it?
That's pretty good.
Fucking, and then plus, I always heard in film, you're supposed to have a beginning and an end if it matches somewhat. That's always a plus. Like as far as.
Dude, I got something.
Oh yeah.
Pretty incredible to tell you.
Okay.
Were you done with that?
No, absolutely, yeah.
Okay, well I'm into from what I've seen, I'm into that and that's
hell yeah. I think that it kind of sorry.
No, don't be sorry. No. So this writer tweeted the other day.
Yeah.
And made Star Wars The Last Jedi mean this much more.
Okay.
Because he realized something.
Okay.
Are you ready for your mind to be blown?
I'm pretty excited because there's a guy that saw me recently. I've been trying to see for the last 3 months, and he's like, "Oh, you see, he's like, It's pretty good, man. I like it. I'm still kind of making a believer at it, like humanity believer. So I want to hear it. So I'm gonna share this information with him.
Okay.
Okay.
So, do you remember the spoilers? Spoilers. For The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
Alright. So, do you remember the scene when Luke goes on the Millennium Falcon, R2 wakes up, and then shows him the projection of Leia from A New Hope saying, "Help me, Obi-Wan, you're my only hope."
Yeah.
If you look at Luke's arc
Okay.
from A New Hope all the way to The Last Jedi,
Okay.
it starts with Leia sending a projection of herself asking for help. His arc ends with him sending a projection of himself.
Oh, dude. Woo! I got the movies. That's good. That's good. Hell yeah, bro. I never thought of that. That's... Because even, yeah, dude, that's...
He sends a projection of himself to help the Resistance.
Oh, that's good. That's fucking awesome, dude. Then that's...
Isn't
Yeah,
that
dude.
the best thing ever?
That's why. I have to watch it again now, because the more you talk about it, you told me, like, just the making of the movie with the red paper and everything, I have to watch it again. That's pretty cool, man. I like that. It's really cool. That's awesome.
So Luke's arc literally starts with seeing Leia on a projection asking for help.
To say there is a...
And his arc ends, because he dies at the end, spoiler,
Yeah.
with sending a projection of himself to let the Resistance get away.
Yeah.
30 years later.
And not only that, he gets saved her twice, essentially, too, which is kind of cool.
Right.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, man.
How fucking crazy. Like, there's so many little things that Ryan Johnson put in there that nobody realized when it came out.
That's awesome.
And I just saw this tweet from this fucking, like, writer,
Yeah.
like, 3 days ago.
That's great.
And his tweet went viral and everything like that, and everyone was like, "Holy shit, I can't..."
Ooh.
We have just been brought in some fucking dope-ass bruschetta.
Okay. That's awesome.
Thank you, Kristen, for making this. But think about that, though.
No,
Isn't that nuts?
That's pretty cool, man.
And no one, like, saw it coming. No one has said anything about it until recently.
I can't wait to share this information with the guy.
Right?
He's the guy that actually was talking about the source. He's actually, his name is Chad also.
Oh.
And I love him. He's kind of cool.
Your name's not Chad, though.
Yeah, that's true. My real name is Chad. But he's, like, I get along a lot. And, like, this is the kind of guy he is, man. Like, when I first met him, like, I would try to talk to him, and he didn't really talk to me. And I was like, hey, Chad. I was like, why don't you ever talk to me? And we have the same name. And he's like, well, I have a rule here. He's like, I at least wait 6 months before I even care about you at all, because so many people come and go. And he's just like, he was in the military, and he told me some crazy-ass military stories about, like, just, like, and he's probably never watched it. I feel like getting, like, blowjobs from, like, transvestites and like, seeing people get beat on the streets and, like, some crazy,
let's hope he never watches this.
Crazy military shit, you know? He's really
if you die next week, I'll know exactly what.
But it's funny because he's a cool motherfucker. Like, he's real smart. But you wouldn't think he's just some dumb guy from Georgia from his first talking to you. You know? Go ahead, bro. That's just. And but he's cool. And there's even a story that like that's I guess that's kind of about somebody else's personality. But he's just a cool guy, man. Like and so also in the movie, he was like, well, I don't really know, man. I don't really know about. He's real big into Star Wars. He's like, he wants them to do like just a movie just about the Sith and the Siths and about like an even bigger, better story of Darth Vader's backstory instead of fucking Anakin. But and I can't wait for this information. He's gonna be like, you're all right, Chad. You're all right. Like he's gonna enjoy it. Anyway, man.
Isn't that crazy though?
That is.
Like, if you literally look at like the bigger picture. Because that seemed like a...
Oh, good.
I muted your mic so you weren't fucking... when I listen to podcasts, I hate when people eat in the fucking mic so much. That's nuts. I unmuted you. You're good. It's so crazy when you actually think about, like, the grand scheme of things. When it comes to like, the Star Wars saga.
Yeah.
Because, like... how many months later? It came out in December. We're in April. And somebody realizes that, like, that there's no way that I do not believe that wasn't calculated.
Oh, for sure, exactly. Sure it was, yeah.
It was definitely calculated.
And some people probably noticed it, but they were just like too lazy to tweet about it, or they didn't, and they were like, "Oh, that's so cool," but they just
or they weren't popular enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it was like a writer for like the New York Times or something.
Exactly, yeah.
Don't quote me on that because I'm not 100% sure.
He might have sold it from someone else off of like the internet. Who knows? So whoever originally came with that idea, the first person, you know, you're the first person, and by the time everybody listening to this,
that realized it and goes, "Holy shit! I can't believe it!"
He's like throws his chips up on the like on there.
Exactly.
Yeah, that guy. I want to party with you.
So,
I guess we should go back to the depressing stuff.
You know what I just realized?
What?
I haven't been recording this whole time.
No. We got the video. That's what's great.
The first part of this is gonna be dog shit.
Well, that's cool. We got the video. This video is gonna go so viral.
Oh my god. Okay.
These are really delicious though. These things here.
It's bruschetta, dude.
Yeah. So
We just started recording audio. I feel like a piece of shit person right now. It's because the first part of this is going to be dog shit audio.
that's cool.
Well, at least it's recorded on there, so we're good. We won't have the audio quality. Like, the first part of this is going to be terrible. We do actually have people commenting, so that's good. I can't see your comments, so I don't know. But we're gonna eat anyway.
So yeah, I guess I don't know. I mean, would it be wrong to go into the sad news? Talk about it more, I guess. For the what do you call it? Not the voice part, the audio part of this. I was said earlier on camera. I got some pretty bad news right before we started this that one of my cousins has passed away. Who, like I said, I was pretty close with. He lives in Greensboro, North Carolina. His name is Nick. I guess he was the first kid. Like, he's older than me. I think there was like a 4 years difference. He's the first kid I remember like being like an older kid, if that makes sense. I guess how you were with your brother, you know, he's like an older kid, you know, because I was
No. I was the older kid for my buddy.
No, for your brother?
Oh, my brother.
Yeah, your brother.
I thought you said my buddy.
No, I meant your brother. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Like, because I don't remember like any other. He was like the first kid I remember not being really an adult, but still being. When I was like 3 or 4, I probably was like, hey, this guy's like he's younger. He still played with me and kind of picked on me, but he was like older, you know. And I don't know. Like, it's just weird. Like, he was like the first, I guess. I don't know, but he's cool, man. Like I said, I remember like playing with his old '80s toys, and that's kind of what I'm real big into now is collecting toys. And I feel like he was a big inspiration, I guess, on that. Because I remember, because I don't have any brothers, I was the only child. I remember playing with some of his toys because he's older. He's like 3 or 4 years old. I mean, like G.I. Joes and Spawn and He-Man, stuff like that, you know. And I feel like there's something special with that, I guess, like that. And that's why it kind of made me go into more toys. I had a knowledge because of him. So it's kind of cool, you know.
When you're a kid, sorry for the eating sounds. No, when you're a kid, you're very impressionable.
Yeah, for sure.
First of all, second of all, any kind of like a older figure you have, whether it be your dad, an older brother, an older cousin. As a young boy, you're always going to look up to that person.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that makes sense that you had that connection
Yeah.
with a cousin, of course.
For sure,
like,
yeah.
I grew up with, personally, all of my cousins that were my age were girls.
Okay.
So I'm not going to have that same connection because of the gender roles or whatever.
For sure, yeah.
All of my male cousins were a whole lot younger than me. I think the closest I have to do the math, and I don't really. It makes me feel bad because I don't know how old my male cousins are, but my brother is 10 years older than me. I have another cousin that is 20 years older than me.
Oh shit.
That's a guy. And then I have some second cousins that were babies when I was 18. They were like literally babies. And then I have a couple cousins that were just getting into adolescence when I was already an adult. So like I don't have, and I never see them. I would see them once every fucking 3, 4, 5 years. Like I don't have any connection to those to those kids.
I don't know if this is gonna get deeper. It might be just me like just overthinking because the grief and the alcohol and the marijuana. But like the whole idea of just family structure and the way it works just in the world is really weird to me. Like I don't know if I'm gonna try to make sense of this if it does. Like for example, like most kids our generation, their parents are split up, and most time their mom or dad will go and find a step parent, you know? And then what happens if that step parent breaks up? Like, that's something I always thought was weird. Like, my mom was married, she got remarried, and I had a stepdad. And I recently connected with him not too long, and I still talk to him on Facebook and here and there. But it's weird that you can be so close in somebody's life for, like, so long, 4 or 5 years, and then because the relationship with that person doesn't work out, like the man and wife, that then you're completely not in the kid's life anymore. And, like, where do you, how does that work out? Like, if you, the relationship with the husband or wife, like, or if you have break them on bad terms, how does that work with the kid still? Is it fair to be in the kid's life? And even like cousins, how you're so close to cousins when you're younger because you're around each other more and stuff. But then when you're older, it's like you don't really care. Like you give, you know, like.
Well, it's because
it's so weird. Like it's.
I mean,
that
has a whole lot to do with like the parental part.
True.
Because when you're 10 years old, of course your mom is or dad or both are going to bring you to those family gatherings because you're a fucking your balls haven't even dropped yet.
Yeah.
Like you're going to be a part of that like family reunion or Christmas or Thanksgiving where all of you kids are together running around, but then you grow up.
But to me, it's so much selfish that parents do that because their kids is almost like they're the most impressionable time you take a bunch of kids together and you put them together. And then it's like, you're adults now. And it's like, did you even really care about those kids when you were kids or did your parent, you just think you did? And it's like a weird, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's
is that the parents' fault though?
That's what I'm saying. It's so weird. Like
did my mom make me go to my aunt and uncle's house when I was 20?
But that makes me think even like my mom and them, was it selfish reasons because they want to show off cute little kids on their 4, 5, or 6 and when they're old they don't give a fuck? Or because you can make your own decisions? Or like
that's exactly it.
Was it something where they just felt like and that makes me think, I'm getting really deep here. That makes me think sometimes I think people have kids just for the reason that they want to show off and they want to live the dreams they didn't achieve through their children. Is that a fair statement? I don't know. Is that
no, it's not really fair.
Okay.
Because like the way I would look at it is that the way like you have to like put in perspective. This is hard to articulate.
Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. Like you have to put in perspective everybody as equal, no matter the age.
Okay. Yeah,
right?
For sure.
So how you were at 10
that was terrible.
Is different than you were at 25, right?
Absolutely.
So why wouldn't your mom / dad, both, whatever,
Yeah.
be the same at 30 and the same at 50?
Okay, that's never thought about that. That absolutely, yeah. They've grown too and realized that it is
Exactly, they've grown too. So like,
so interesting. When you really think about it, like deep, like it is kind of weird. Like
no, exactly.
Yeah.
So like, if you're used to seeing your cousins every holiday constantly,
Yeah.
when you're 10,
Yeah.
maybe your parents and the parents of your cousin have a better relationship when you were 10.
Yeah. because they can talk
that
about
relationship might not be the same when you're 30.
Well, when you have kids, like, oh, they're so cute. What kind of activities are you guys doing as kids? They have more in common, but as they get older,
No,
some kid might be super good, and some kid might be super bad. Some kid might be super Republican, super Democrat. Some kid might be
into drugs.
some kid might not be. Yeah, exactly. And it's like, where do you? And is that insecurity among the parents, or they don't know how to talk because they're even embarrassed of the kid, or they don't know how to relate to the person that is embarrassed? Like, is that
Exactly.
so weird? Like,
like as you grow up and you go through school or whatever,
yeah,
like you as an individual, you're going to create your own beliefs, your own like political leanings.
Yeah.
You're going to create yourself as a human, as a person. That's not always going to align with the way that your parents raised you, right?
That's kind of my whole thought process of this whole thing with me thinking about family is I've been watching, like I said, watching a lot of Gary Vee, and I watch a little bit of Will Smith. I like some of his shit. And he was talking about like talking about love between a man and like a husband and wife. And he said that him and Jada Smith, like they've been together for a while. Is that her name right?
Jada
Smith, yeah. And he said that
Jada Pinkett.
but he says, I can't, let me think how I worded it. I can't make you feel loved. I can only be there for you and do that, but you have to love yourself. Like, I can't make you feel love.
No.
And I totally agree with that. And it almost like a light bulb clicked in my hand. It's like, you can't make someone else feel loved. You have to be comfortable. You have to be yourself. You have to be there for that person. Support that person, especially if you're in a relationship, and be like, I got your back. I love you. I got your back, but you still, you're your own person. I think a lot of times people, like, especially people when they get in relationships, they feel like they feel like the other person is going to complete them or is supposed to complete them. Complete bullshit, in my opinion. You need to be 100% complete. Or at least not 100%, but pretty complete. I don't know if that's... Not saying the person can't help complete you more when you get in a relationship, but I think you need to be to a steady place before you get in a relationship with someone. If that makes sense.
No, you're absolutely correct. Because I love Kristen.
Yeah.
We don't spend a whole lot of time apart.
Yeah.
But when we do, it's usually like on specific days where I'm working and she's not.
Yeah.
Or vice versa, right?
Yeah.
So if something were to happen, if the stove caught on fire or someone broke into the house,
Yeah.
that being the most extreme, of course.
Yeah.
Like that's a certain kind of love.
Exactly.
That's a certain kind of like, I will claw, teeth, and nail
Hell yeah.
to like protect that person, right?
Absolutely.
And then there's the other kind of love, which I have for you,
Yeah.
which means, to me at least, you live X amount of miles away from where we are right now.
Yeah.
And you have a problem. I can't get to you as soon as I can.
Yeah.
And I might not be able to fix your problem
Yeah.
as soon as I can.
Yeah.
But I also have a shoulder that you can lean on.
Yeah. I'm there for you. Yeah.
Right?
For sure.
So there's different like steps of love.
Absolutely.
And then there's the people that I love that are 700 miles north of here that I can't be there like that.
Yeah.
But I can listen. So there's different layers of love.
Yeah.
There's not, and we're not talking about the love at first sight shit, or we're not talking about anything like that.
Have you ever heard the thing that people say a lot of times love is more of a chemical thing, but it's what you have one definition of love, which I totally, as far as what I believe, is a choice. Have you ever heard that kind of thing that it's a choice to, and I don't know if that's. If that sounds kind of like kind of depressing, but like I really think it is you make the choice because you care about the person.
Well, the choice in air quotes,
Yeah,
makes sense because of whether you're attracted to someone or not.
Okay.
So like you being first of all attracted to Lauren,
Okay.
your love for her is automatically a choice.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
No, it does. It does.
Because you chose to involve yourself with her And then because of her personality and the way she is, you fell in love with her.
So when people fall out of love with someone, is that a choice not to love them anymore?
No. That's someone that likes to cheat.
Well, I mean, but some people no, yeah, okay. Most of the time,
95% of the time,
yeah.
when you fall out of love from someone,
You're
is
just
because
trying to-
either you got cheated on or you cheated on them.
That's 100% accurate. Yeah,
And sorry, I apologize for anyone that takes offense to that. Listening now or listening in the future.
It's kind of true though. Yeah.
No, sorry. If you were involved with someone to the point where you are saying that you're in love with them,
Yeah.
and you ended up either behind or underneath someone else, do you really love that person?
Well, you know the thing from that,
because I don't believe. I don't buy it.
No, I do. Well, this is the thing that I always heard about that. They always say, don't leave the one you like, don't leave the one you love for the one you like, because the one you like will leave you for the one they love. If that makes sense. And that is true. Like, I mean, because I've had, even my job now being out of town and stuff, I had girls come at me and say stuff and to a certain extent offer themselves, but I would just never do that because I just don't. Even if I'm, not saying that I have, but say that I was caught up. Thank you for the footsie. Say that I was caught up on the moment of like lust or whatever, right? And some girl was like, "Hey, just throw me like Chad, come take me right now," like. Even though like my body might be telling me, "Hey, yeah, like you need to hit that or whatever," there's still something that you the love part. So you have to realize that that should always overpower the lust part. I feel like if it's true love, I guess.
Okay, so what did you say? What was your quote you said?
The quote is, "Don't leave the one you like," which means from time to time you
don't leave the one you love for the one you like.
Yeah, don't leave the one you love for the one you like, because the one you like might leave you for the one they love.
Okay, that's like the most perfect example.
Yeah, that's kind
of actually how to have a fucking relationship for fucking once.
It wasn't mine. I don't remember where I read it. I just remember hearing it.
No, because it actually absolutely 110 fucking % makes sense.
Cool, hell yeah.
Okay. There's always going to be another...
Temptation?
Yeah, temptation makes sense.
But then, or even second guessing yourself sometimes, maybe. We're getting real, like it... sometimes, for a split second.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of hard to explain because I've been in this situation and I don't want to reveal a whole bunch, but anybody watching this obviously is going to be like, oh yeah, Dylan's a fucking asshole. Which I completely accept.
Yeah.
The problem with it, I think I have balsamic vinegar on my fucking fingers. There's not a problem with that statement.
Yeah.
Because...
And that's where it comes in love as a choice. It's your choice not to follow the one you like.
The only problem with that statement is if you're 17.
You don't know what the fuck love is then.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I don't care if you're a male or a female. You don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah.
I promise. You could be a well-rounded, very intelligent young man or woman. But at 17, you don't know shit about fucking love.
Yeah.
You don't know nothing about fucking love.
You should just went to Goodwill and just bought toys and you'd be rich by now.
Right.
Yeah.
You should have bought fucking Luke Skywalker from 1979.
You should have fucking went to film school then, Dylan. We'd be fucking having this conversation in the fucking hills right now.
No, it was absolutely. Like you don't know dick when you're fucking 19 years old.
That's a Blink-182 song, isn't it?
Are you talking about What's My Age again?
I guess. I was trying to just make an emo joke, kind of. I feel like that's the song when I was 17 or something. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, man. I just go ahead, man.
No, it's the same as What's My Age again. I think that's what you're talking about.
I've been listening to a lot of 50s music too this last week. This is kind of I don't mean.
Of course, yeah.
I didn't mean to go way crazy, but they talk about being in love at 16 a lot in the 50s music, but that's a whole nother thing. Is it like a pedophile thing? But sorry, continue. Go back to your.
No, it's literally what I'm saying is you don't know what you want when you're that young. at 17, 18, 19. You don't know it's hard to explain because like you don't know what you want at 17, 18 or 19. But there is a small fraction of people that do know what they want and they get it and it works out.
Yeah. Oh, I got to get another question for you after you're done with this.
No, go for it, dude. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about.
So you know how well, some are gonna laugh. You know how a long time ago I wanted to be like an ordained minister, do something with like church and stuff like that, right?
I'm ordained.
And yeah. Well, the one thing they always teach you is, especially growing up in church and stuff, is they teach you there's one person out there for everyone, which I think is complete bullshit. They always say there's one person out there for everyone, your soulmate, something like that, but I just don't. I don't know. What do you think? What are your thoughts on that? Do you think there is one person you're supposed to be with, or do you think that you could have ended up happy with this person you never know, or you can end up with this person and happy knowing, and you both be happy either way? So how would you like? But it depends on what choice you make. That goes back to my thing about love being a choice. Like, how do you know? Like, but it all depends on the choices you make. Or is there this magical one person out there for everyone? Which one is it? I don't know.
In my experience, as far as the one person out there for everybody, I think that's bullshit.
I think it is bullshit also, absolutely. Especially since there's an uneven number of people between girls and guys. Which, I mean, still there might be some girls that like, but yeah, that's a whole nother thing.
The amount of people doesn't make it. That's not a valid argument.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna get a little deep, which I will, I'm comfortable with doing that, like in front of you, and this is live, so let's go.
That's bro.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think that there's only one person
I
for
don't
you.
think so at all. Absolutely.
I think it's all about timing.
For sure.
So,
which is kind of cruel in a way, in some aspects. But then in some aspects, it's amazing. Timing works out perfect, too, though. So it's just,
it can be cruel, but I don't think you have anything to say about that.
No, I don't. I'm just saying for some people, it could be cruel.
I don't think that that you can fault time at all.
Would that go back to the death
because
thing? Like, sorry, I don't mean.
No, go for it. Go.
Say you're in love with someone when you're 17 and you feel like you were connecting with so many loves, you've been together for 3 years and they just suddenly die. You could fault time for that.
No, you can't fault time for that.
No?
No.
Okay.
Because time is relative.
Okay.
Time has nothing to do with anything. Time is only a construct that we've designed to
that's fair.
plan where the sun is in the sky, right?
Absolutely fair, okay.
So time doesn't matter, right?
No, that doesn't.
So if you think of time as not mattering, it all depends on, this is going to get a little weird, the time you meet that person, right?
Yeah.
So before Kristen and I got back together, the love of my life was a girl named Amy.
Okay.
Now, that was when I was 15 years old. I was too young and stupid to realize anything.
Yeah.
I didn't have any kind of like decision-making skills. My frontal cortex wasn't evolved yet. Like, I don't know that. I will always love that girl.
And you should appreciate the time you have with them, but there's a reason why it didn't work out. And most of the time you're better off. You have to look at the pros and cons, like if that makes sense.
There's not even pros and cons there though with me.
Yeah.
With the way my mind works.
Yeah.
There's not pros and cons there with me.
That's a bad choice words, I guess, but I guess I don't know how to explain.
I'll always love her.
Yeah.
I will. That brings me to the difference between love and in love.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I'm in love with Kristen.
Yeah.
I've been in love with Kristen for years.
Yeah.
I'm not going to leave Kristen for a girl in Northeast Ohio that I haven't talked to in years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that being said, I will always love Amy.
Yeah.
Like, that's just a fact.
Yeah.
My closest friends will always know that because I've said that to all of them.
Yeah. That's kind of how I feel about,
Like, I will always love, and Kristen knows that too.
Yeah.
I will always love and care about Amy.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. Will I jump on a plane and no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But I'm always going to care about that girl.
Yeah.
Because not only was she a major part of my life, but she was the first time I ever felt that feeling.
She made you who you are also. That's kind of, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, at the same time, though, I was 15. I don't know who the fuck I am at 15.
Yeah.
Nobody knows who the fuck they are at 15.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. You don't know who you are at 15 years old.
Yeah.
You don't know who the fuck you are at 16 or 17 or 18 or 19 or 20. You don't know who you are. So stop bullshitting anybody.
Yeah.
That being said, those feelings aren't going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Now, you go into your adult life, right?
Yeah.
If anybody touches that girl,
Yeah.
I'm going to jail.
Yeah.
I'll fucking kill somebody.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Right? So like there's the difference that in my mind that's the separation between the two.
No, not that.
Right?
100% totally agree. Sometimes I actually leave the back door open on purpose. Sometimes when Lauren's at home, I sit out like hide in the bushes with a chair just to show.
Oh, you're getting creepy. Okay.
Just just to show like my love for how much I love.
You watch you.
I'm waiting for
watch her?
I'm waiting for somebody
You
to come in.
stroke it too.
Well, I'm waiting for somebody to come in and try to get her, and I'm just
Fucking weirdo.
I'm waiting to go out and just just to fucking just choke
You
that person.
turned my monologue.
I'm sorry.
on fucking.
I was no,
like,
it was good.
love.
That was the comedic relief. Sorry, man. I'm sorry. No, it was really good. I totally agree with everything you said. That's kind of how I feel. But some people they say that there's one person for everybody, and like but that doesn't make any fucking sense. It's fucking dumb. And so I don't know, like. Anyway, love's crazy shit though, man.
Yeah, it is. How did we get on? I don't even remember how we got on the
I
subject.
don't know. You know what I always think when I think about it, like it's a really good song. Like I can't remember the guy now. He's I believe he's Buddhist. He sings a song. I'm doing the best I ever can. I'm doing the best that I get away. Who sings that? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Bon Jovi? I don't know.
No. Let me think. He sings a song Voodoo, and apparently it's about a heroin trip. Godsmack.
Godsmack.
Have you ever heard a song Love?
I don't listen to that shitty band.
Just listen.
No.
Just listen. He has a song that's called Love.
Fuck Godsmack.
Listen.
For real. That band's garbage.
Bro, just listen. He has a song.
Fuck Godsmack.
He has a song called Love, Sex, Hate, Pain. Why are you complicating me? Which is but the band's definitely.
Is that on his solo album?
I don't know. The band's definitely not the greatest band, but that actual line though, it's really crazy. Those are the things that complicate us in life: love, sex, hate, and pain. You really think about it though, like really think about it. How much?
It's the same thing with the Luke Skywalker arc. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Like all of those things do have something to do with
They complicate you. Yeah.
No, absolutely.
Yeah. That's a good song, man. Just like that. I don't know. Just.
Dude, I just don't like that band. Sorry.
But yeah, like we talked about love, we talked about pain. So now we got to talk about hate and sex, I guess, or even just hate. I don't know. Have I told you about?
I threw my mouth a little bit.
Have I told you about my last week at work? How I kind of invited the two people into two categories of people that I work with, and I think this is pretty much relevant to every job. I think. So this is kind of what I just figured. Just me and my Lawrence brother had a long talk on the ride back. And we were talking about just how you pretty much got two types of people in the world right now. You got a bunch of old people who have always done things their way, and they think they're right 100% of the time. They won't listen to younger people because they just don't understand the way things work, and they're just like, this is the way it is.
I completely agree with you.
And then you have the young people who just come in and they just don't give a fuck anymore because they've heard all these old people tell them the way to do things. And I think a lot has to do with growing up. And I was talking to a guy who actually had both his parents. I think this has a lot to do with single parents too, and being raised, one of the first generations being raised by technology and learning who they are more outside of the household than in the household. Or one of the for millennials, all that stuff. But like they don't give a fuck.
No, that makes sense.
They don't give a fuck anymore because they're so used to these older people who they've seen break the same rules they do, tell them how to live life. So they're just like, fuck you, I'll do them my own way. And that's why they just kind of don't. They're super fucking intelligent, but they don't have the drive or the discipline to make their dreams come true because they're so fucked because they never had that.
You're getting to Gary V.
Well, that's and maybe I saw a video. Maybe I don't know if I'm not. I don't think I'm parry quoting, but that really is kind of the two people that I feel like that I work with, because I have so many old people that are just good old conservative Trump supporters who make way more than I do, and they talk about football all the time, and they just look down on all these younger kids. And all the young kids when they first come in,
Trump supporters,
and when the younger kids come in, I'm like, these people the young kids are kind of dumb because they don't know what they're doing, but really they just don't give a fuck about the job because they'd rather be getting stoned in the motel or drinking alcohol. But they do care about certain things, but you have to find what that thing is, whether it be video games or whatever reason. But they're really smart in some aspects, but they just don't have the drive to be more to reach to the full potential.
Okay.
And so those are two people. It's just kind of funny. And the week after that, the whole Zuckerberg thing happened, and that's a prime example of exactly what I was talking about. You have all these old politicians that don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They just want to be right.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
From the little I've watched, those congressmen didn't know what the fuck they were asking.
The best one was, like I said, how do you make money on a free service? And he said, well, with ads. Like that's.
It's like they have no idea. It's like they don't know.
It's great. Some of the politicians I will give them, they answered pretty intelligent questions. A couple of them, like 3 or 4, but most of them they have no clue what's going on. Especially when they refer to it as the Facebook. So just Facebook, the way they word it, and
the Facebook,
which I think it was called the Facebook when it first started, but
yeah,
if
then
the Social Network movie is accurate, which who knows?
Sean Parker going, drop the.
Drop the. But I'm excited. This probably means we'll get a sequel here in the next 10 or 15 years about Zuckerberg. That's the first thing I thought of as a movie guy. I was like, this is going to be a sequel. So,
no,
the Social Network
very
2.
possibility.
Very
yeah,
fucking possible.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So.
All right. What else do you want to talk about? Are you good with? You want to talk about a little bit more about your family?
I mean, yeah, man.
You want to keep that private, or
no? I mean, I just I'm still in the stages. Like I was telling you, there's 4 stages of grief and depression. I mean, like when you find someone,
yeah, you won't cry for 2 days.
Yeah, like you at first it's denial, and that's kind of the stage I'm at now. And it's crazy. I've known him like my whole life. He's the first big kid that I knew. And it's like. I just talked to him. I was talking to him the other day. We were talking just about speakers and bikes and stuff like that. And I told him I loved him, so we ended on good terms. And I know he struggled.
That's hard to say though. Ended.
Yeah, it is. It is weird.
Like past tense.
It is weird.
Ended
it is
on
weird.
good terms.
I mean, it's funny. I'll never see him at Christmas again. I'll never see him when I go up there, and it's like it's weird. Like it is. It's very weird, and it hurts. And so then you go through the different stages, and then I'm sure later on tonight it will hit me, and I'll just cry out of nowhere, like wake up in the middle of the night or cry or whatever, And it's
all right. Well, let me. We don't necessarily have to wrap up with this story.
No, you
but
tell me a story. Yeah, you were gonna tell me. Yeah, please. Sure.
As far as Facebook is concerned, anybody listening to this probably knows what I'm about to say. I grew up in a cul-de-sac.
Okay.
Right? So there was like one way in, one way out.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like I grew up upper middle class. Like I was never hungry.
Yeah.
Nothing was ever wrong.
Flashlight tag, water gun fights in the summer. Yeah.
Right.
Hell yeah.
Climbing trees.
Hell yeah, bro. Those were the days.
Riding mopeds, 4-wheelers, snowboarding in the winter, everything like that.
Yeah.
There was a family that I had been around since I can remember.
Yeah.
Personally. When I got to the point where I was able to go to elementary school and like walk and talk and everything like that, my mom on her way to work would drop me off at the Urch's house, and I would get on the bus at the Urch's house. That started a very strong relationship with a kid named Cody Urch.
Okay.
As we got older and stuff like that, we would experiment with like weed.
Yeah.
And I would stay over there and like hang out with him and another neighborhood kid, and and his older brother, and like we'd watch like movies and like get high and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
But nothing like crazy.
Yeah.
Just pot.
Yeah.
Fast forward a few years, I stopped hanging out with him because he got into some harder stuff, and I was never into like hard drugs or anything like that. Fast forward another couple of years, he ends up ODing on fentanyl.
Yeah.
The night before he's supposed to go to rehab.
That's crazy. Yeah. That's
His brother like checked on him and he was completely okay. Nothing was wrong. His mom goes to wake him up the next morning, take him to rehab. He's dead.
it's crazy.
That got like I grew up with him.
Yeah.
Like I knew him. I knew his family.
Yeah.
Like I constantly stayed there. Like I constantly would like help him move TVs up into the pool house so we could like play video games all night or like watch a movie on the PlayStation 2.
Yeah. That's yeah.
You know what I mean?
Cool, yeah. I had a
And then all of a sudden I saw on fucking Facebook that he was fucking gone.
I had two people that I found out actually I was both. It's kind of stupid. I was at both times were kind of the same. I was at church actually, and two different times people OD'd. And the one time was a guy I just kind of knew, and he struggled for years and OD'd. And the other person was this girl. Her name was Jessie Freeland. And the last time I saw her, I told her was like, "Hey, like fuck off, get off my property." And that was the last time I saw her, and I was drunk, and like it sucks that, but you know. And yeah, man, it's crazy. Like you definitely gotta choose your words carefully, I guess. But at the same time, just appreciate people when they're there. You know, like because everybody's gonna die, and just appreciate like the time we're spending right now. And this is good shit. Like I appreciate we're live, we're talking,
No, dude, and I appreciate this too.
you know-
But like that kid wasn't supposed to die,
No, yeah. Well, they say the good dies young. That's
and he didn't even die from heroin.
yeah,
He died from fucking fentanyl.
yeah. It's crazy. Yeah.
Fentanyl.
Yeah,
A fucking elephant tranquilizer
yeah,
that is being distributed here
yeah,
in this country.
yeah.
Why? So, like, the drug war, yeah, it's really working.
Yeah, it's complete fucking horseshit. Absolutely. Like, I mean, every day. Like, I mean, I remember tons of kids just prescription pills. Man, it's such a fucking joke, man. Like, I don't know.
That kid was so funny.
Yeah.
And so good.
Yeah,
And so, like, the last time I hung out with him, like, it was, like, out in the yard of one of my best friends, and we were just having some beers, talking, full of life.
yeah,
I think the last time I talked to him, he was expecting
Oh man, it's terrible.
a kid, which is, like,
Yeah,
had it and everything. Like, they were...
it's back to that thing, man. It just sucks that and I'm not trying to be depressing or even talk about it. It just sucks back to that whole thing of the recycling of just growing up without parents and stable abilities and the belief that you can follow your dreams and stuff like that. And it fucks up. It sucks that you.
Well, that's the thing.
Our generation, it sucks that we just. I don't know. We don't have.
That's
that.
the thing about him, though. He had two
Wonderful parents.
wonderful. His parents were fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's.
His parents did anything and everything they could for me, a fucking neighborhood kid that didn't have anything to do with them.
Yeah.
I got on the bus at their house. I fucking stayed the night whenever I wanted, and they were totally okay with everything.
Oh man, that's crazy. I mean,
And he happened to get wrapped up in some fucking bullshit and wrapped up in a certain kind of drug and then moved on to another kind of drug. And I'm not blaming weed for this because I don't think weed's the blame.
no, I don't think. But what do you? And I don't want to get deep or try to attack. But what do you? I mean, I don't know what is the problem. Like, how do we fix this? Like, how do you think it was the people that he got wrapped up in to blame, or the prescription pills to blame, the government to blame? What do you? I mean,
I don't think
I don't
any of that's the blame.
just
And I don't think the way he was brought up was to blame either. Like, I don't think anything's to blame. I think that, like, a person that turns to harder drugs is only turning to harder drugs because they
Choose to.
choose to.
That's kind of where I'm at. Like
They do want a better high,
Yeah.
which you can give the argument for gateway drugs or whatever. But I still stand by my stance on weed, not marijuana, cannabis, not being a gateway drug. I don't think that's a gateway drug. I think it's who he surrounded himself with.
Absolutely.
I think it's once you get hooked on that certain substance, you want to chase the dragon.
Yeah.
Because numerous people that I've been involved with have said that, like, you never get that high that you get the first time. And that does not include marijuana, cannabis. That does not include cannabis. Because cannabis, you consistently get the high you want.
Absolutely.
You do not consistently get the high from any of the harder drugs. You don't.
Yeah.
That's why the term chasing the dragon is a fucking term. Because you're never going to get the same high you get from heroin the first time. The same way you're never going to get the same high from ecstasy the first time. The same high you're never going to get. The same thing that you're never going to get from acid the first time. Or anything. I don't know why we're constantly demonizing the plant-based drugs that actually help people.
Yeah.
But we're not getting rid of the chemical drugs that hurt people.
Dude, I was actually smoking the other night, just pro marijuana again. Dude, I've improved my reading so much, just understanding concept of words. And not like, hey, like I've changed my mind, but like actually, like, and like Lauren made the joke that maybe my whole life, like because I'm kind of ADD, I guess, which I think is a whole bullshit term anyway. I just never was taught.
Nah.
I don't know. That's kind of what I think. This is my personal opinion, but like, and I think
does weed help you focus though?
It does, and that's what I'm saying. Sometimes when I smoke, I think that it helps me kind of.
Would you rather smoke weed or take Ritalin?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I took Ritalin and Adderall for years, and it made me
Adderall or Ritalin?
Yeah,
or
absolutely.
Which will like fuck your head up.
And it does, yeah.
Or smoke.
Yeah.
Half a joint and get the same effects. And then, mind you, when you're smoking that half a joint, you're reducing inflammation in your body.
Killing cancer cells.
Killing cancer cells and opening up your mind.
Yeah.
Or you're doing Ritalin and you're like constantly vibrating.
You want to see what Ritalin does? I'll show you. That's it. You're zoned out, bro. Like it.
Exactly.
Black eyes. Like, I mean, all these dark circles. I'm pretty sure I got those from pills. I haven't until after I took Ritalin and Adderall. It was good.
It's gross. It's fucking super gross.
Fuck
like
you.
we can talk about the drug debate. We can talk about weed. We can talk about cannabis. Weed and cannabis are the same thing. But like,
back to what I was talking about earlier, those old people who are still trying to fight it, and I'm sure there's some young people too. Don't be wrong, but
there's people in jail right now.
Yeah. For
nonviolent crimes on just selling a plant. And they're going to be there for the rest of their lives. Yeah. And especially because, and I don't give a fuck about any kind of political stance, but Obama was pardoning people put away for weed.
I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. Hell yeah.
It's especially towards the end of his term. And that hasn't happened that I know of in this latest presidential.
Well, I said that's how he would. I think he would win another term. Which I also think will win because I just think people aren't all that smart.
Oh, he's absolutely gonna win another term.
I think so.
100%.
I think for sure it's gonna be so great. The 2020 election, like all the we got the Oprah, The Rock, Ted Nugent. Like it's gonna be a fucking shit show. I can't wait, bro. Like,
Ted Nugent's a maniac. Yeah. Fuck that guy. He won't run. Yeah. The Rock won't run. None of those people are going to run.
I don't know, but if he went to legalizing marijuana, I think he'd get a lot of votes. Like for people that just never even gave a shit about the government. Like I don't. Like I fucking hate the government. Like everything about it.
You can't hate everything about the
A
government.
lot of it, though. I mean,
You can't, but let's be fair. You can't hate everything about the government.
okay, that's fair. That is fair. I actually took a bullshit survey that day online just to see what I technically am. And it came out to what I always thought, like a libertarian.
Libertarian?
Anarchist. I actually technically got an anarchist.
I can believe that.
I mean, like, and I don't know. Like, I know it'll never happen. It's kind of like like you said, chasing the dragon kind of term. Like, it'll just never happen. But it's funny that the same thing I always thought I was, like, in libertarian anarchist. This is what I'm going to define myself as, is what I technically got as far as. And that's when I was smoking.
No, I can believe that you're an anarchist. That makes sense.
I don't believe in the hurting thing so much, but I do think if someone does, I think that you could technically be a government. Like, I mean, if we hit, like me, you, and Lauren and Kristen, if say we had our thing and there's no government, we set the rules that we had, and if someone tried to fuck with us, we'd fuck them up back. And I think that's in a like a nutshell, kind of gumball, kind of roll the dice, kind of like watered down. I'm just making up words now, kind of way. That's what anarchy is you do your own thing, but then if someone fucks with you, you fuck with them. Like, you fuck them up.
Absolutely.
I don't know. It's a good show.
I don't know, dude. It's getting to the point where it's getting weird.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll talk about more of it next week, especially because of all the bullshit going on right now.
Yeah.
And if there's I kind of want to wrap this up.
Okay, yeah,
so I can get that grill lit and start cooking our dinner. Is there anything else that you want to say?
I guess I'll dedicate the show to my cousin Nick, I guess. Like, and then your friend, what was your friend's name?
Pimp out his name.
What was your friend's name?
Cody Urch.
Well, I don't want to butcher my cousin's last name. I know I should. Nick Wooler. I should know that, but I don't, because I'm not good at reading.
Don't worry about it.
To Nick and Cody for,
Yeah, absolutely.
The time we spent with you guys, or the time that you spent, the time I spent with Nick, the time that people knew them, like, follow your dreams, man, and live your life. And when you can get up early, you can, and live your life and try to be nice to people and just do it for them, like, hell yeah.
And if you find yourself in trouble, or addicted to something, or doing something to your body that you can't control, ask for help.
Yeah, talk to someone. You never know. Like, this crazy universe, even strangers sometimes have to help you. Just talk to someone, even if.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. Talk to somebody, because someone's gonna listen.
Someone will listen. Exactly.
And to be fair, like, I know there's a lot of shit going on in this country right now, but like 9 times out of 10, somebody's gonna listen to you, and somebody's gonna give you the time of day, and somebody's gonna help you out or point you in the right direction.
Yeah.
So if you feel that you can't shake a certain substance, or you're depressed and you feel that, like, you don't have anyone to turn to, there's fucking numbers to call. There's, like, people you can interact with. If you don't feel like you're confident in talking to anybody that you're surrounded with, there's somebody else out there that you can talk to.
Yeah.
So I would say
the step you're at where you feel like the end, just go a little further. That's
right.
Kind of what I feel like.
Nothing's the end, because you only get one life.
Yeah.
You're not going to get another. As far as we know, you're not going to get another one. So I guess we had a good conversation.
I'll end on a high note. Gary Vee said something today. I was watching this shit. He said that it's crazy, us as the human race, as much as we're fucked. Like, we fuck, like, just terrible people we are. We fucking shit had already been extinct by now. We're still fucking thriving. We're fucking making podcasts and fucking going to work every day, and we're fucking driving, and we're eating, and we're breathing, and we're building shit and making shit and dreaming shit up. And we're on top, we're victorious. So we just got to keep on fucking trucking. Like, we already, and this might be like a spiritual type thing, but we've already won the war, man. We just got to keep on fucking trucking, man. Like, it, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're at the fucking
You're
top.
not lying, dude.
Well, you know what I'm saying? No fucking lay down, bro. Like, fucking fight till you're out of breath, bro. You know what I'm saying? Fucking march on, baby.
All right.
Hell yeah, man.
Well, thanks everybody for watching. If anybody watched the live video or something, thank you. We'll be back every week.
Hell yeah.
And let's end this with a anti-flag song.
Perfect.
All right. Thanks everybody for watching, awesome. And we'll see you next week. This has been The Clumsy Walrus Show. My name is Dylan Nemi.
I'm Chad Goss.
And thanks for listening.
Goss. Hey, Marissa. Hi, Dylan and Chad.
Did I get any?
Oh, that's Kristen. Kristen commented.
Awesome.
Bring me some bruschetta. It's amazing. I should have made it for you.